Hey, friends, this is Life Coach Rich. Next, we're talking about unsolicited advice. What is that? So, that's whenever you have someone that really knows what you should be doing and has think that they have the freedom to just tell you that anytime that they want to. They know better how to run your life than you do. And so, unsolicited advice, if you're one that has the freedom in other people's lives to give that, first, let's just calm down, okay? Because you're not ruler over everybody. You might have a personality that's a little bit more forceful. You might have a personality that thinks that your perspective on the world is right and other people's is not. But let me just tell you that whenever you give unsolicited advice, most of the time people don't hear you. Most of the time, it makes people defensive, and they don't want to hear what you have to say. So, what's something that you could do instead? First, here's something to keep in mind. This is something I ask in all relationship advice that I give. Do you see a conflict as an opportunity to become closer to the one that you care about? If you do, then you'll be seeking mutual understanding and resolution. You'll be working towards that. But what happens whenever you give unsolicited advice? It's sort of a one-sided conversation. It's not beneficial to the other person. You might even blindside them, and it comes out of left field. You want to bring up something that's important to you, but they're like, "What in the world? Like that? What are you talking about? How are you bringing that up now? That was weeks ago, or that was what are you saying that for?" So let me give you some tips on that. First is a verse, Ephesians 4, chapter 4, verse 29. Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. That is such a great verse related to our speech and then how we're speaking to someone, that it may benefit those who listen. I have said so many words that I might have been right in what I said. I might have been truthful in what I said, but I said it in a way that was, you just sit down and you listen because I'm going to give you a bunch of good advice. And I ended up hurting the person, running over them, and it just was not, it's not healthy, guys. It's not healthy. So if we can try to guard what we say with that verse, we do so much better. Think before we speak, and then also think about how we speak whenever we have something to say. So what instead of giving unsolicited advice, let me there's a very simple thing that you can do that will probably lead to a discussion instead of a defensive argument and yelling and shouting and just shut up. So it's very simple. If you want to talk to somebody about something, start with asking questions to understand. Lead with asking questions. Go to them, hey, Jim, can you help me understand whenever you did this right? Help me understand what you were thinking, and let me understand it from your perspective. Let me understand what you were thinking there, and because I really want to know you more. I want to understand what that's about. What was the motives behind that? What were other things that were playing in your mind? What were you thinking related to when that happened? Because I want to understand it from your perspective. And so you're starting it out. You're asking questions. Can you help me understand why this happened? Can you help me understand what you were thinking? What was going on? And you're seeking it's not, you're not asking why. There's a difference in asking the question why. One is when you say why, then you're questioning maybe that person's authority. You're questioning that person's motives. You make them defensive. If you're just questioning for why, seeking understanding, and you lead with that, hey, I'm just, and you're gentle in that process. Hey, I'm just asking. I don't exactly understand all of what was going on there. Can you help me understand what was going on? Can you help me understand why you did that? What was going on? Then when you're just seeking understanding, asking the question why just to seek understanding, it's so much better received. And it doesn't automatically put the person on defensive. And then you can actually probably have a conversation. If they don't want to talk about something right then, not right after something happened, set up another time that you can, hey, what about tomorrow? Can we get lunch tomorrow and talk about stuff? and then you can come back and then have a conversation about it instead of an argument. I have some other videos on relationship advice. Please watch those, share, like, and subscribe. And because guys, we have to continue improving together. This life coach Rich, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.